CO stuff, hurry.
Oh God, welcome back to Kimball's Corner. I am Kimball. Today we are going to continue coloring in the Johanna Basford's Small Victories coloring book.
Yes, you are.
Adult coloring, regular kid coloring, I don't know. It's coloring is what it is. I did do a background, subtle yet effective.
Off camera?
Yes, I did it off camera.
Let's see.
Well, it's probably just easier to show it on top down. It's either clouds or pretty treetops. You decide.
Or pollution. Could be you. Or sunset. Sunset.
There's no pollution in my town.
Okay, got it. Everyone recycles and there's no industry.
And I used the same colors. Like, I didn't pick out any new colors for this except...
Don't throw cogs in the... Sorry, I'm getting an
Don't throw a wrench.
There you go. Thank you.
In the cogs.
Whatever it is.
What is this one? This is Salmon Pink number 1001 of the Prismacolor collection.
Okay.
And the only reason I pulled this out is just to do subtle orangey bits here. You're not filming. Subtle orangey bits. There we are. To help blend the pink into the yellow.
Okay.
It was looking okay, but I wanted to find a color in between to just help them look a little bit smoother. That's the only reason.
Got it.
You don't have to if you don't want to. You could probably just use orange. Anyway. I also had Patty.
Patty.
She asked if I had ever used Gamsol with colored pencils. And why, yes. Yes, I have. I didn't bring the Gamsol with me because I wasn't really allowed to. It's like, don't bring toxic liquids and crap.
Oh, I thought you meant like you weren't allowed to bring it to the live stream. I was like, what, was I not allowing you to?
Yeah, Rocky really held me back. Because, I mean, it's...
Trisha's all, it may just be us tonight because of the game that's happening.
That's fine. That's fine. That's
good. The way we like it, Trisha.
All right, so,
because of the sports ball.
That's why that was there. This is like the list of colors. I'll keep this on screen when we do top down so you can pick out the colors if you want. So basically, I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I'm making it so much harder for myself. So, I used Gamsol and I colored with the Jane Davenport Magic Wands, and I did it with... Wait, where did I do the Prismacolors? I don't know what these ones are. This is on...
Maybe you didn't do it.
This is on like a gesso. So it just like basically did not work on gesso. But it worked really well with the Koh-i-Noor. So I used the Koh-i-Noor.
Koh-i-Noor is from... Czech Republic, right?
Yeah. Oh, so these are the Jane Davenport regular magic wands, and then these are the skincare ones. They worked really nice with the skincare ones as well, but for the project that I wanted to do, I wanted to like have more color options and kind of challenge myself with layering them. And so that is the one that I did using Koh-i-Noor colored pencils and Gamsol.
Pretty.
So yeah, she turned out quite nice.
Yeah, it almost has like a more, I don't know, it has a different vibe than just regular colored pencils for sure.
Well, it gets rid of a lot of the texture.
Yeah.
And it was like...
It's almost like oily.
Well, yeah, and then we moved, so... I'm not going to buy more Gamsol. That was like the only piece I did. And then it was like, oh well.
Isn't Gamsol like really... Or Gamsol really toxic?
Yeah. And I don't think you can
Is that why your beard went gray, or...?
Is that why your face is red? Anyway, so if I can find like a small Gamsol, I'll get it. Because on that, look, I just used a Q-tip and I would dip it and then I would just blend it. And then I would let it dry fully and then I could like layer it up.
Can you show us the action of Q-tipping one more time? Go ahead, let me get a close up of that.
Q-tipping.
Okay, just like that, got it, okay.
But it took like a cap full of Gamsol, so not much at all.
And Trisha was asking if they were oil-based or wax-based for the colored pencils. I think they're all oil, right?
I don't know what you're going to say. Yeah, I think the Koh-i-Noor are oil-based.
I think the only wax-based ones you have are Prisma.
I think so, or at least mostly. I don't know.
What are Jane's?
I think they're a mix. I think a lot of them are a mix, but I'm not 100%.
Trisha,
I don't really care. I just like how they feel. I like to figure out how they feel in my hand, because I find that a lot of oil-based pencils feel scratchy to me, but they do blend nicely, but they feel scratchy and dry. So I don't know. And it's not all of them. It's like one or two out of the thing that are you filming yourself drinking your coffee?
Hopefully I'm not playing Ireland. That would be bad, right? If I was drinking. I don't know what's happening with sports. Sorry, back to Kimball. Not sponsored. Okay, get to the deal, Kimball. What's happening?
So anyway, we're just going to finish this picture up. We're going to use the same colors. Keep my little list right there for people to look at if they would like. I've got my handy dandy little M+R made in Germany 0411 pencil sharpener.
Lovely.
And I've still got my pencils laid out here, so we're just gonna finish this up. And I also have my... There's just so much going on. I have a warning from YouTube, or an alert. Get off my page. That I'm going live, so that's good.
Oh, England versus Spain. Right, okay.
Oh, right, yeah. Go sports.
Thank you, Trisha.
We're gonna do that portion of the castle and call it good. Will it take an hour? Probably, because every other part did.
I think it'll be done in 10 minutes. Let's go!
I'm sorry, do you have something else to do?
No, never.
Do you have an elsewhere to be? Shut your pie hole.
All right.
Top down.
Are you talking about my top down or like
whatever. I don't care.
Oh, how do we do it? I can't remember now. Okay.
You do it because I tried and it snapped and you're all like, "Oh, do it. You're stupid. You don't know how to pull a thing."
That's
and
exactly
I was
what I was thinking.
Well, that's how you talk too.
All right. 1 second.
Uno momento. I'm gonna just put that up there.
Is that the right way? Yeah, sure. Why not? Where are we at? Let's just zoom into like really close to the area where you need.
We are here. We are now.
That seems good. Look it, perfect, easy peasy.
I don't know what you're looking at, but I hope it is great.
I would say just move this stuff just slightly this way, just like.
Oh, not the camera's fault.
That was you.
That was
my
fault.
you. You should have been really set up in a better way. Next time.
I'm such a fool. Okay, so we're gonna.
We have to learn from our mistakes. Okay, go ahead.
I don't make mistakes though, so I don't understand. We're gonna start with this light brown building here, which oh god, it's been ages. What are we doing here? We're doing these colors: 72, 70, and 997. And we're just keeping it simple. We're starting dark at the bottom, going light on the way up, and then we'll do a dark little shadow under here because we're gonna pretend like that's a little Eve thing poking out, casting a little shadow. And those are all brown. Let's do that first because that's easy. These are just brown.
Trisha says, "Oh, you've done a background. Cool."
I did do background. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna film it, but then I already started, and I was like, I'm in the zone. So I didn't. But it was fairly simple. I just, blended the colors up in cloudy-ish formations. You could just do a gradient.
I'm just gonna move it in a lot closer, just so we can see more detail.
Why don't you move it in a lot
working on that one part.
We're just here. We are.
Is that fine?
How do I just? What am I?
How do you do? I don't know.
It says rotate device back. I don't know what that means.
You just have to ignore it. Anytime YouTube tells you to do something, you just do the opposite.
I don't know if I like that, but just gonna do this to get rid of that texture. I could have used the yellow, like there was a glow. That would be smart, Kimball. Let's do that. I mean, it's probably too late by now, but whatever.
Those clouds look quite realistic, actually.
You know what? I was looking at the sunset as I did it.
Were you?
No, I wasn't.
No, you weren't.
Not at all.
Because we don't have that here in England.
No, well, we do have sunsets.
Well, sometimes.
If we're lucky. All right, starting down here. Actually, I know I'm all over the place. I'm going to do a base of this beige. And it'll get stronger as it goes up, but I do want it just in the background when I do the gray, like the warm French grays. Probably won't notice them at all.
Kimball, would you go, this is important and relevant to the conversation that's happening right now.
Everything
would
you say
you go
is.
to etiquette school?
No.
Ever?
Why?
What if someone paid you?
Maybe.
What if it was like a YouTube episode?
Why would I go to
Kimball in etiquette school? I don't know. I just want to see you with a little book on your head, like having to stir your tea the right way and like
back and forth.
Eat soup and know which way your salad fork goes, all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I
Pet across your legs.
Like, I definitely wouldn't because I don't do those things in life. Like, I don't go to a restaurant where I'm going to have to know what my stinking salad fork is. Like, I don't care. As long as I can stab it and shove it in my mouth, it's good.
Don't you want to live in a civilized way? Not this haphazard romper room that you've been dealing with.
Yeah.
Tricia says, I've never heard of the sun, but I've seen it. Or, no, I'm sorry. I've heard of the sun, but never seen it. Let me get it right.
It's like when you look in the clouds and you see like that really bright glow behind the clouds, the sun is doing that.
We think.
That's what I've been told. So,
Kim and I are trying to figure out where we're going for
our big holiday. Our big vacay getaway.
Holiday!
Celebrate. Yeah.
Will we be able to make a decision? Hopefully.
I mean, once you decide where to go, then it's like, what neighborhood, what hotel or Airbnb, and what are we going to do while we're there, and do we visit other places? God, it just goes on and on. It's never like, we're going to go there and just sit and enjoy it. That would be too easy. So while I have these colors in my hand, I'm going to do... Can you see the phone?
No.
I'll bring it in.
You can bring it.
Well, I have the pencils in my hand, like these colors that I used to do this. I'm going to also do these. And, oh yeah, I guess we got to do that too. We're just going to do all the colors. We're just going to...
Everything that's that color.
Yes. Get it knocked out of the park. So, oh yes, we'll start with the yellow creme. Start with the beige.
Did you ever think you'd be splitting up a coloring page over 3 videos?
Not the first time I did it, but this time I did. Because I was like, I don't know why, but when it's a portrait or a face, I can get it done super fast. But for these things, I have no idea why this takes me forever.
Or probably just because you're not used to doing them either.
Well, also probably because I'm using like 20 different pencils as opposed to like, I don't know, 10.
By the time this is done, how many hours do you think you would put into it? And that includes all the color prep that you did, choosing the pencils.
This one piece?
Yes.
Probably 4.5.
Okay.
Worth it? I don't know. I mean, visually, it's appealing.
Are you going to frame it?
No.
Is it going to sit in that book and never open again after you close it?
Probably.
Okay. That's good.
I like all my work. Well, most of my work.
You should take it out and send it to someone.
Tear it out and send it away.
Trisha says, do you remember when you first moved to the UK and we had the sunshine and high temperatures and you had no air conditioning?
Yes.
I told you British summers were not like that.
I believe you now, but at that time, I was like, we need an air conditioner.
No, I like the mild summers here.
Yeah, the summer right now is glorious.
We have a little portable AC, so if it does get really, really bad, we can pull it out. I think we might end up using it 1 or 2 weeks out of the year, but that's about it.
Yeah, even now, like, our room is kind of warm. I have a fan running in here, just... I would open the window, but our neighbors cook some smoky food, and it all blows into our window. Plus, if people drive in with, like, sneaky cars, like, that all blows in the window, so... You know, we make do.
Yeah, I think tonight's a lot of barbecues happening.
A lot of parties and get-togethers. Our neighbors, one of our neighbors, like, tend to make a lot of really smoky food. So their fire alarms go off a lot, and it freaks me out. I'm like, is this the one? Is this the one where we need to go? But no, it's always been fine. But it gets freaky when it starts, like, one goes off, and then, like, they all start going off, and it freaks me out.
Trisha says I've had the fire on here.
That's just...
Is it chilly up there?
You're not that much further north. But yeah, I'm loving the cool weather. Like, for me, I don't know what I guess, like, I like 19, 20 degrees is nice for, like, the hottest that I would like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, in Fahrenheit, I like between 65 and 72 degrees. I don't know what that is here. It's probably, like, 18 to 21. 22, somewhere, yeah. Here we are, talking about the weather.
I'm trying to think of what else has happened this week. There really hasn't been a lot happening. It's just been, like, a lot of working. That's about it.
Trying to download some videos from our
YouTube. My gosh.
And they're like, download everything you've ever uploaded just so you could get this one video.
Okay, so here's the situation. I'm going to spill the tea, or the coffee as it were. So basically, we've been editing episodes for our channel, Rocky and Kimball, on YouTube. I know Trish already knows this. I'm just saying it in case anyone else doesn't watching this later. So basically, I have been working until around like 2 and 3 in the morning after my regular job, right? So I work till around 5:30 or so. I have dinner with Kimball and spend like a little time with him, and then I just work from probably around 7 to like 2 or 3 in the morning, just trying to get episodes done, because you have to post regularly on YouTube, or you can
you'll
become
just die.
unfavorable with the algorithm, and it can affect views, whatever. So when I started the channel, I was like, I'm going to do a video a week, every week for at least a year, and see if I can manage it. I'm just going to bite the bullet and do it. So,
But you've already missed a week.
Long story short, it's been a lot of work, and so I was like, you know what, Kimball, we should just try to find some content we can post in the meantime that's still relevant to the channel. So I was like, remember the New York City vlogs we did for your channel? What if I just download those, and I'll upload them onto our new channel as like vlogs, even though they're older. I'll just, say, hey, these are older vlogs, enjoy whatever, New York City. Just so I can get 3 weeks back, because I just don't think my 42-year-old body can handle staying up that late anymore. I'm not in my 20s. So,
real quick, just going on to the dark browns.
all this to say, that when you go onto YouTube to download a video, because for whatever reason, we have every video Kimball's ever made saved on our hard drives except for those 3.
And I'm pretty sure I told you to save them in my thing, and you're all like, I'm going to save them in my folder.
So whatever reason, doesn't even matter. They got deleted from all of our hard drives, so they only exist in the world of YouTube, right? So you think, okay, I'll just go onto YouTube on the back end and just download it. It's fine. The problem is, when you upload... I know everyone's riveted.
I mean, I'm just...
When you upload a video to YouTube, it encodes it according to, like, what YouTube wants it to be. And so it reduces the file size and adds, like, quite a bit of artifacts into the video. So when I downloaded the videos, they look not great. And so I was like, okay, I want the full res version, and I know they still exist. The only way YouTube allows you to download the full res version is to do this thing called... Google Takeout. And you can't do one video at a time. No. You have to download a batch download of every single video you've ever done for your channel in order to get the full res video back. And it splits it up into like all these little subfolders and doesn't label them. So you get like...
They're not in order of when you uploaded. They're completely random.
So we received 35 50 gigabyte folders to download with no names of what the episodes are or anything. I downloaded one of them.
Hold on. I'm done with these, so we're setting them aside.
Sorry, I know this is just riveting. I'm almost done. I promise. So I downloaded one of them. It took 2.5 hours. It had 6 videos in it. And none of them were in the right order. So, like, basically, they just throw all these videos that you've done for your channel into random order into these folders. So you can't even, like, narrow down where the videos you want are. It's so random.
But you're having fun.
So much fun. And then we found out that the email that we got for it went to Kimball's junk mail, so we just got it today, and it expires today. So I've been frantically trying to download these videos. And at this point, I'm like, whatever. Like, is it even worth it at this point?
Who can say? Now that you're all up to speed.
That's my complaining for the week. Thanks for listening.
Gotta do it sometime.
Louise says, I love the background you've done.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hiya.
Oh, we have 2 Louise. We have Louise Piers and Louise Brown.
Oh, but now things are getting complicated.
Oh my god. Battle it out in Thunderdome. We should talk about the differences between the 2 Louises so we can, like, maybe have it, like, what do you say? How do you distinguish them from each other? We have to have, like, a nickname or something. We don't want to, like, call out the wrong person.
I don't know. Earlier I said I don't want to unremember you, so... Whatever.
Did you forget the word?
Well, no.
Did you say my joke?
Forget. Oh, you're like the funniest. I'm the luckiest person in the world.
Okay.
Where were we when I told the lady that, like, you were lucky because I'm so entertaining?
I have no idea.
Where was it? That just happened, like, what, today? There goes my memory. Alright, oh well, we're done with these. We're really moving along. I ain't fully putting them away, though, because you never really know. Now we're moving on to these blues. I thought I had, like, a darker version of this, but maybe I don't. Yeah, well, we go with these now. And that's just for this little area back here. Yeah, that's gonna bug me. We were talking to some lady.
Were we talking to anyone today? Did we socialize?
I don't know.
We were probably at Woodworks.
Oh yeah, that's where it was. We were talking to Becky.
Eating lunch.
Chatting with Becky.
All I had to think about was, like, when was the last time I talked to a human?
What am I?
Well, I mean, like an actual human.
Yeah, so what am I?
I've been talking to way too many people online because I answer all the comments or whatever. And so it all just becomes a blur at some point.
You're much better about comments than I am.
I just, like, have way too much appreciation for people who subscribe and keep chatting with us in the comments. I just can't... I can't just do an emoji. I have to, like, write a full response. And sometimes Kimball's like, are you done?
I mean, I write responses, but, you know, when people don't ask... Like, if somebody asks me a question, I'll definitely answer it if I, you know, have a good answer. Otherwise, I'll be like, I don't know.
Oh, I have to go full out. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for watching and taking time to comment. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. How are things been? How's the family? How's Deborah? How are the kids? How's your cat?
Yeah, I think people on my channel know that I love and appreciate them, and they don't need that kind of reassurance.
Oh. That's nice.
But if you do... leave in the comments. I'll see if I can.
Trisha says, well done for reaching 20,000 views on Rocky and Kimball.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was
is
crazy.
good news. Why didn't we talk about that?
I know,
I totally forgot.
That was crazy.
I've been so like into work mode. I totally forgot about that. Yes, we are so happy about it, and now I'm like, what's the recipe for success to do that again?
Yeah.
Because it'd be nice.
It's like, did YouTube just like you for that moment, so it pushed it out, and now it's never going to do it again?
I don't know.
But I think we have over 2,000 subscribers there too, which is very exciting.
Yes, very, very exciting. I'm trying to remember I think Trisha was our first subscriber. Trisha was like the OG on that channel, by the way.
She is the one.
I will never forget that.
There is no other.
I think she commented like first one here or something on the channel when it started.
All right, we're almost done with this blue too. Things are just going quickly.
Louise says, I enjoyed your niece video today. Thanks, Louise.
Oh, thank you.
That was that was the third video we did. Was it 1, 2? I think that was the third video of niece we did. And then for our Patreon, I edited a whole other, because I had so much extra footage that I had to remove just because for timing. So I made another entire video. That's probably also why I've been up so late, is because I was trying to get that done.
Yeah.
Patreon. Was it a good idea? We don't know.
Well, I still go to bed at 10, so I don't care.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. When we started a Patreon, and if you guys are bored of hearing about this, just tell me to stop. I really don't care. But when we started a Patreon, I thought, okay, like maybe 5 or 10 people will join it, and we'll just like post like once or twice a month or something. It'll just be like little videos here and there. Cut to us having like 43 people signed up already in a week. I'm like, okay. So it just like it puts the pressure way higher to do better content on there anyway.
Yeah, I need to get the wallpaper / bookmark / whatever people want to use it for uploaded.
Yeah. But the funny thing is like on YouTube, you have to get so many. You guys, if you don't know about the monetary system on YouTube, it's fine, but you have to get so many thousands of views to make any money. Like you really, like just for transparency, on the video we did that got 20,000 views, I think we made like £50 or 50 bucks.
I mean,
that's great.
On my channel, I make maybe 100 a year.
Yeah, so I think we just made 100 on our channel over the course of the last like 3 weeks or something since we monetized it, which is like, that's fabulous. That's great. But like realistically,
I think I'm working for like 2 cents an hour.
Yeah, essentially. If you think about how many hours a video takes and all that stuff, it's not really a like feasible way to make a living. But with Patreon, we have the same amount of income per month just by posting those videos there because of our like the people who are joined. So it's very interesting.
Our supporters. So.
When I started, I was like, I'm just going to do £3 or $3 or whatever. Kim was like, you should have done 5.
Well, just because 5 is such like a not normal, but like a
standard,
yeah.
Yeah. I always undersell myself when we had our wedding business too.
Oh my god! We're so lucky.
Yeah, I only charged $500 for a full day of filming, a full video, all the photography that Kimball took, which was like over 1,000 pictures.
Yeah, it was.
And I was in my like 20s at the time. I just didn't realize how much more value I had than that. So I always undercharged myself. And I think I'm still that way.
Like we would go first thing in the morning for when the bride starts getting ready, and we would leave after the cleanup. So it was probably like a 15-hour day. And we would see these photographers come, and they would be there for maybe an hour, snap a couple, they probably snapped like 200, 300 photos. And they were getting paid $3,000.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
And then when people got really finicky with me about things, about edits, I was like, girl, you paid me $500, okay?
Yeah.
And you're getting a really good video. Like,
yeah.
I mean, people actually were really decent about it.
Also, the photographers, it's like they would hold the film, like the negatives hostage. Like they would show some samples, but they would have like their name on it or whatever on all the different pictures, and it's like you can pick the pictures and I'll give them to you, and if you want to pay extra I'll give you because at this time we used film, it wasn't digital, or they'd give you a CD with all the photos on it. I'm like, that is so rude. I'm just like, here's your 10,000 photos, enjoy, pick out your favorites. But I don't know,
I think that's just the way it is. It's just the standard. I mean, people got to make a living, I suppose.
Yeah. But
Trisha says, I do sort of feel responsible for you about our conversation earlier. Thanks,
oh,
Trisha.
Trish, love yous.
You're allowed to feel responsible for us. I'm just kidding.
We need someone to feel.
You don't have to feel responsible for us, but we love the sentiment.
I need someone to feel responsible for me.
Someone's got to be responsible around here.
I'm just ridiculous.
There's 8 people watching. Why aren't you guys watching the Euros right now? What's happening?
Because they know this is far more exciting.
How I never even heard about the Euros until we moved here. How is that not like it? Does the U.S. not watch it? I mean, I don't think they participate, but like still, it's a game.
Wait, what are we talking? Wait, it's called the Euros?
Yeah. Am I wrong? Isn't that what's happening today?
I thought it was.
Someone sort me out, please.
I thought it was just a football game.
It is, but it's called the Euros. It's where all the countries in Europe compete against each other, and so England's playing Spain right now.
Oh,
They got into the finals. It's a big deal. You're gonna hear a lot of screaming tonight.
Is this the thing where like, no matter what team you're playing on at the moment, you go and play for your home country for this one? Somebody was telling me something about that. Like it was years ago. I don't even know if it's a real thing.
It's kind of it sounds kind of like what's the whole music thing that we just finished with, where all the countries compete against the original song. Eurovision. It's like Eurovision for sports. Okay.
Wow, I was just like, what do I do? I don't know. I'm coloring. I can't be bothered. All right, and those ones are all limey green, and then I'm going to try and figure out how to add some shading to that roof because it's pretty flat. I might do some darker green just near the bottom and make it get lighter as it goes up.
Luis Pierce says, yes, Euros. Not sure I will watch. Makes me nervous.
Hopefully it's not like in the States where whether your team wins or loses, they riot in the streets.
Trisha says, I don't think the game has started yet. It's still the build-up. And then she puts like a yawning face. I think it's a yawning face.
Sleepy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sports.
Kimball and I went to shop today, and we were walking back with our groceries. And I don't know why I thought this, but I was like, Kimball, are we already like old men?
I'm fine with that.
Have we always been this way? Because we don't really... Like, we're very sociable. Like, we do enjoy people, but we don't ever go to parties. We don't go drinking. We don't, like... Kimmel and I literally only do things with each other. And like, work stuff. That's about it. And I was just like, are we, like, old men already? Like, have we already, like, stopped being social in our 40s?
I mean, I think I'm just getting better at not being social.
I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying.
I can handle 3 people max, and then I'm like, I need a recharge.
I do love interacting with people, but like there is something really nice realizing that we haven't been doing it for a long time. That there's literally no drama.
Yeah, true.
Like Kim and I have 0 drama in our lives right now, so it's just like I got so used to that I'm like I don't think I can go back.
You can never go back.
Not that everyone's dramatic, mind you. It's just like we're mitigating the risk by not doing it. I don't know.
Rooftop shingles.
I think everything comes in phases, though. Life's never just one way throughout.
I know. I always wonder, like, where we're gonna end up after this. Like, are we gonna buy a house here? Are we permanently here? Are we gonna end up somewhere else?
Ooh, Cecile joined. She says, hello, guys. I just joined. I'm back from work. I just discovered your channel a few weeks ago.
Ooh, and welcome. Hope you had a lovely day at work.
Well, that means Cecile needs a song, so she's going to get, Cecile, welcome to the channel. Cecile.
Way to seal the deal. Cecile. No, I don't know.
That's all we got. Okay, sorry, Cecile.
I just looked up and I was like, what rhymes with Cecile? Deal. Go with it. And that's panicking.
You could have rhymed it with like Neil or something, but...
Well, that sounds inappropriate.
Go get yourself a meal.
Oh, yeah, but that sounds better.
Okay, well, we'll workshop that.
Oh, I'm done with it.
Okay, we're done. Never mind. We're done with that, Cecile. That's just it.
How does it make you feel?
But you can always watch this back and, fondness of the memory.
She's all, and unsubscribe.
She, like, just slowly backs away and, like, leaves through the door.
I would just laugh if, like... I don't know, if I was watching YouTube and somebody started singing my name in a song and you walked in, you're like, what the hell's going on?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, who is singing about you? I'm like, well, wouldn't you like to know?
Kimball and I have this mounting pressure to figure out what we're going to do with our lives, y'all.
Oh my god, it's like a crisis every, I don't know, year maybe.
This does happen. It comes in cycles. So let's go back to when we were living in Portland, Oregon.
Which time?
So when I was, we had a condo. There's many things before this. Every like 3 or 4 years, we do something drastic. So we're in Portland, and I'm just feeling kind of stagnant. I'm working in retail, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. And then the whole home tour thing happens, and I go traveling with IKEA for like 3 years, whatever. So we relocate to Philly, right? I'm doing that for like 3 years. And then that's coming to an end, so we have to like make a big move to Baltimore to work at another job. And then, we work there for about 4 years, and then we start getting bored.
I mean, I was fine. I was ready to make that our forever home and then do like traveling from there. But
I was not ready.
Life had other plans.
And then we moved here, and it's been fine. But it was never like, we're going to stay here forever.
Right.
And so now just the looming thought in the background of our heads is like, where is our like big move going to be? Because at one point we were thinking about moving to Italy, and now that we've seen a bunch of other places, we're like, is Italy the place?
Mm-hmm.
But essentially the short goal of what we want to do is just we want to own a home outright.
Right.
Because we've always had a mortgage, and
hate paying rent.
Right, it's just like, it feels as though money is just leaving. I'd rather have a property I can just invest in and not have a monthly fee, aside from taxes and stuff like that, whatever. So it just seems like the options are getting less and less the longer we wait, because house prices keep rising. Oh, Eric's here. He says, hello, everyone. Come to Belgium. Belgium is something we actually looked at, because there's a ton of gorgeous houses there. It's just...
I love here, like, the houses. I'm all the neighborhoods.
Well,
the
and
people.
the people, and, like, the food. I mean,
the
Belgium
chocolate.
actually is really lovely.
The pastries.
Yeah, where were we? Ghent, especially, was such a cool city that we really liked. But we've only been to, like, 4 cities in Belgium, I think, so it's not like we know everything about it.
What is it, like, Brussels, Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent?
Yeah.
Yeah. All good times.
Yeah, but I mean, the cool thing about Belgium is it's so accessible to so many other places too. Like you could drive up to the Netherlands, you could drive over to Germany, down to France. I mean, it's just like everywhere is accessible. But anyway, so we're thinking about it. It's on the possibilities, but we also really want to explore parts of Asia as well. So we're thinking about going to Thailand possibly, and
yeah, we kind of want to go to like
handle the hot weather.
Kind of want to go to like the major, like, Asian destinations of either Tokyo, Seoul, or Bangkok, just to like really get into that and see how it feels. So,
Wait, Eric, is this your first time on Kimball's live stream? And remember,
I hope
the
not.
way you answer could determine whether or not you get an original song sung to you or not. Answer wisely, Eric.
Well, it's going to be all you because I can't think of anything.
Don't even think about it. I'm just drinking my coffee until he answers. Yes, darling. Okay. It's Eric. It's Eric. Welcome to Kimball's Corner. It's Eric. It's Eric. Everyone loves... I can't say the word because it's a family channel. Okay, anyway. We're going to end it there. Hope you enjoyed that.
A dormer.
A dormer, yes.
A dormer,
okay.
Yeah, that works well enough.
I think you and I were on the same page. Anyway, welcome to the channel, where we sit and just talk about life as Kimball colors apparently coloring book pages now.
Well,
how's that going, Kimball? You want to talk us through the art? We've been talking about existential crisis while you've been coloring in the Camilla... Or is this Camilla Jericho?
This is Johanna Basford.
Johanna Basford.
So thank you for paying attention to my life.
Sorry, whoopsie doodle.
No, it's fine. I'm chilling, just relaxing. Enjoying the moment. Done with pinks, I think. So that's exciting.
He says everyone loves a top hat. But that doesn't rhyme, Eric. But yes, everyone does love a top hat. I don't own one, but...
I think my dad did.
How many hats do you own? Because we have to do a fashion show for Patreon.
I probably own like maybe 6, so not very many.
Okay, well you have to really like wear them.
I could go buy more.
No, we have to save money for our future retirement.
Why do you ruin my life?
No, you could get some. It's fine.
Yay, Daddy, thanks.
I've had the same hat from Gorin Brothers for 7 years or something, and I've worn it so much.
So I don't know what I did for like the super pale beigey color, so we're just gonna try these two and maybe white. See where that takes us. I have no idea. I didn't plan that apparently.
Eric says the houses in Belgium in the countryside are still affordable. That's kind of what we've been looking at actually in a lot of different countries, even in like places in France and Italy, Belgium. Where else have we been looking? Netherlands. Like there's quite a few affordable properties that are outside the main centers. I'm just not sure what we're gonna do because Kimball, as much as he's kind of an introvert and isn't like into huge crowds of people, he does love a big city.
Yeah.
And so,
not that we have to live in a city, or I mean, if we live close, like here we live close to London, which is fine.
And by close, you mean like an hour and 20 minutes, but yeah.
Right. So, you know, if we could drive and spend a day every month or something to just get that city oomph that I need, that'd be great.
Eric says, come to Ostend and I'll take you to a hat shop for your top hat. It's around 70 euros.
Ooh.
Well, that's not bad.
No, because the hat that I got was $90 US, so that's much more.
Every time I hear the word Ostend, I just think there's an episode of Ab Fab where they end up on a trash rig and
Ostend.
They wake up and the guy's telling them they're in Ostend. And I never had context for what that really meant until we moved here.
I feel like this isn't enough of a variation between these two colors.
Yeah, you're going to have to jazz it up.
I'm going to have to darken the other one, probably with a brown. But I am going to go over with white, which will barely change it, but...
It's kind of looking like one of those ice cream swirls from Dairy Queen. Where it's like the chocolate vanilla swirl mix.
You know it. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
They don't have Dairy Queen here, do they? In the UK or in Europe?
I doubt it. Although I didn't think they had Wendy's, but I saw Wendy's, so... You never really know.
And they got Popeyes now. Wow, America's really taken over.
Yes.
with the,
sorry,
with the
everyone.
fine dining.
All right, we're going to go to the darker one and just add some brown to it. I remember walking to I guess it was a Maverick, and I got the cheesecake soft serve.
It's like a gas station, basically, in the U.S. It's called Maverick.
Yeah,
it's on the West Coast, specifically.
It's a convenience store with gas, yeah. But it was lovely.
I think a lot of the people watching are actually not from America here, right? Do you guys have any questions about America aside from the recent news that we don't want to talk about?
For reals. For reals. I'm just going to add it on here very lightly.
I've been thinking about doing, not thinking about, but we're going to eventually be doing some videos for YouTube that talk about, from our perspective, the differences between living in America and here, for us anyway. Like pros and cons and things like that. Just because it's a video, I mean, we watched videos like that before we came, but there's just a lot of information that was kind of not in those videos that I want to include.
That sounds exciting.
I know, right? It's just a thrill a minute around here, guys.
I mean, let me just write a memo. Okay, I'm going nowhere with that. I'm too distracted by adding brown. It's funny because I was looking at Bangkok and I was like, oh my god, that city, it looks like 5 New Yorks just spread out. It is so intense, intimidating. We were going to go last year, but I was like really intimidated. I don't know why. I was like, Raggy, I don't know. And plus I was told that they didn't really do like big Christmas markets and stuff. But then last year I was watching YouTube and people were like, check out all the Christmas markets all over the place. And 17 performed there. And I was like, oh my god, we should have gone. Did I have regrets?
That's what you get for chickening out.
Just a little bit.
You have to be bold.
Well, there's just so many things. Plus, it was like, people were like, you need to get vaccines. And other people were like, no, you don't. And I was just like, oh my god, I don't know what to do.
Eric says, in Belgium, nothing's far away. And basically the public transport is good and cheap.
I do love a good cheap public transport.
So the city's always nearby.
Yeah, like, I think, I mean, I really don't do the public transport because it just, for the most part. Maybe because, New York subways. But I was going to say, like, the ones in New York, at least, like, they were nice enough. Depending on where you were going, I suppose. But I get, like, weirded out because people get fined. And because in New York, you basically just have your Metro card. You just scan it, you get on your subway, and you get off. That's it. But I've been, like, watching other places. It's like, scan your card or your token, and then you get on, but then you have to keep that because you can't get out of there because you have to like use it to get out of the station, and if you don't have it, they charge you full price. Or like if you're on a metro thingy, they can charge you, I don't know, like 180 euro for sneaking a ride. I was just like, oh my god, it gets me so paranoid.
You know how Kimball is when he has to go to a doctor's appointment. Can you imagine him trying to get on a train? He can't understand the language.
Oh my god. For reals. So pink roof. Peru.
Eric says 160 euros for an hour. Wait, is that for public transport?
That's how it is in Nice, except for if you get off and go the opposite direction, then you have to pay again. But in Nice, I think you get to go like 70 minutes or something, or 90 minutes or something. Which, yeah, that's also weird to me. Like, not weird, it's actually cool, it's just different, and, you know, New York, it's like you get on the subway, and once you leave the station, you're out, and you just pay again if you want to come back in. Which makes sense to me. But I like the places where you can buy a ticket, and then you can ride the bus or the metro or whatever.
Right.
And you get like an hour or something.
So, as far as artwork, what have you been doing with your artwork lately?
Absolutely nothing.
Have you done anything this week? I didn't mean to sound judgy. It's just curious.
Yeah, I drew the picture of Kimball Kahlo. So a lot of times I'll do like characters of myself. Like, I mean, I draw myself a lot. But then, like, when Mermaid comes around, I draw Kimball Merman. And I know there's some other ones out there. Like Halloween, I do some, but just random ones. But Kimball Merman's an actual character that I created. And then Frida Kahlo's birthday was a little while ago, so I thought I would try and create Kimball Kahlo. But it didn't quite land as well as I would have liked. It's a cute drawing. It's just, I don't know, it kind of just looks like Kimball, just wearing bright colored clothes, which I do anyway. So I need to figure out how to incorporate the patterns and flowers and all that stuff just a little bit better to make it look a little more Frida and a little less Kimball wearing colorful clothes.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So for our Patreon videos, I wanted to do like a different opening and end frame or whatever. And so I was sitting here thinking, I want to do like Fin for the end to signify
You
its
told him
closing,
about this last
Fin. So I was like, Kimball, do you have any pictures of you with fins? He's like, do I? And he pulls out like all these, like multiple journals with over like 30 images of him or us with fins. I was like, okay, I did not think you had drawn this many times as fish.
That's me.
Anyway.
Drawn us as fishy characters.
Eric says that the 160 euro for an hour includes the bus and the tram. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's so nice.
I'm just so used to being ripped off in America.
Well, and most cities in America don't really have great public transport.
Yeah, like where we grew up is a city called Boise, Idaho, and it's just so suburban.
Like you have to own a car, you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, the buses just take hours, and there's so many transfers you'd have to take, and yeah, there definitely is no subway or tram there.
Which I think that's the reason why I like living here. In one of our videos, I said it felt like a slower, calmer lifestyle, but it's not necessarily that. It's because you don't have to drive in your car to do everything.
Yeah.
Because like here, we walk to get our groceries, we walk to our dentist and doctor appointments, we walk, we pretty much walk everywhere.
We can even walk to the home stores here. So if we want to just go have a little mooch around Home Sense or whatever, we could walk there.
Yeah, and all of our groceries and restaurants, cafes, like, it's so walkable. Like, Europe is so walkable. It's so nice.
And not all the villages here are that way, but we just happen to be in a market town, so it's a bit more accessible. Yeah. And it's, we always like having our doctors close by, too, and stuff like that, too, so...
Well, I think it's done.
How did this happen? There's no white paint pen.
Well, it's there's nothing sparkly. What would I sparkle? There's no highlights for
I don't
the
know.
eyes.
It's such a weird life you live now.
Ugh, who am I? I don't even know anymore. It's only been 45 minutes.
Well, can we show the other artwork you've done?
Which one?
The one you did of yourself as...
It's downstairs.
Oh, that's way too far.
Uh-huh.
Don't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
I'm not going to run down and grab it right now.
I don't think you should.
I'm not going to leave you here.
You know, I'll do it.
Okay. Oh, Kimball's going to leave, guys.
No, I'll do it. You entertain
Okay.
the masses.
Here, I'm going to take this down.
Take it down, take it down.
All right, guys. So...
You technically could have just come with me.
I could just unplug and go with you, but I'm sitting here comfortably. I don't need to do that. Top of the morning to y'all. I don't really know what to do for entertainment. All I've got around me right now to entertain you guys is a measuring tape, and I can't think of anything I'd want to do with that right now. So, anyway, how are you guys doing? How's the week been? Good weekend?
No, you're doing really good.
That's all I got. Sorry. Kimmel's coming
Oh my
back.
god, it reeks of men's cologne in our living room.
Mm.
Get out of my
Kimball
way!
is very sensitive to smells of others.
I can
Would you say?
Well, yeah, I'm not others, but I could just... My sense of smell is, like, on point, and sometimes it's very frustrating.
Mm.
So there it is. I already have plans to redo some things. I'm going to change the patterns, the colors. The color was inspired by her actual dresses, but I think I need to add patterns, because she's more so a pattern gal.
Mm.
But the flowers will be taken off of there and put behind, like in front of the bun, but behind the head.
Are you going to redraw it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't think I've really done anything else in here. Sketchy doodles. I don't know if I shared these on here. So these were like, I was just picking colors. So this is blue and orange, obviously. I was just...
Oh, you were just picking random pencil combinations to do a piece with?
Well, they're complementary colors.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it.
Then those, well, it started with this one. I was like, pinks and purples, which aren't compliments, but...
She's so pretty. Where did you find these images?
I don't know. They're online somewhere. Oh, and then I already shared these. So I haven't been doing too much artwork. I've been very busy not doing anything. I'm good at that.
That's such a nice life you live.
I know.
What else you want to talk about? Let's show the piece real quick. This is the Kimball. It's the finale. You finished it.
Calm down.
Oh,
there it is.
My Kimball.
Johanna Basford. Small victories.
Wait.
This is a victory.
Let me just do a slow pan up so we can really take in the details here, guys. I do love those clouds you did in the background.
Thanks. I did those while you were working.
You could do an entire piece of just clouds.
Yeah, I don't...
Eric says that's his dream house.
Oh.
Eric's going to live right up here.
He's like...
in the top.
In the
That's a lot of
floating
stairs.
cloud.
It's not a retirement plan.
So that is that.
Another one for the fridge, Kimball.
I'm not ripping it out of the book. It's too much
Good
work.
job. No, you just get a big magnet and stick the whole book to it.
I need to get the wallpaper up on Patreon is what I need to do.
Kimball has been doing Eric is on our Patreon, actually. So basically, it's spoilers. Kimball's been doing artwork that we're going to upload to Patreon. If anyone actually wants it, we don't know, but we're going to do it.
But excuse me, you think I like create trash? Is that what you're saying? Like garbage? Like ew? I don't think so. Basically, I'm trying to, every month I'll try and create a drawing that coincides with one of our videos. And I don't know if this one's actually going to make it. Whether it's going to be just on YouTube or on Patreon, doesn't matter. It's, hopefully you watch both and you'll see it. I don't know if this one's actually going to go up. I'm looking at you, Brewer.
Why? Which one?
The windmill.
It's going up. I'm probably doing it for next week's video.
Okay, well, there you go. Spoilers.
Oh my gosh. The windmill. Everyone's aghast.
Huh. Well, anyway.
Well, the time is now 7:47.
That's an
where
airplane
we're at.
or a jet or something.
Yes, Boeing.
And you, not you, lovelies, you need to
God.
get back to work. Yes, and I'm gonna go downstairs where it's cooler because it's quite warm up here.
Can I come with you and not do anything?
Yeah, let's go smell the man smell together. Oh, that sounds naughty.
Eric says, I'm a big fan of you boys. Thanks, Eric.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
We're a big fan of you. This is where you live for us right now, but you're looking good.
I think he
No, I'm just kidding.
lives
We should give this a little top hat, and it could be like a little in studio Eric.
I know, you can do a little paper project later.
I don't know about that. I don't have time for that. Do you have any hats from your characters? You have so many things, Kimball. Do any of your characters have hats?
He does.
Wait, let me see. Bring him up. That's actually a top hat too, isn't it? Oh.
Isn't that just like, yeah, oh, he never knows that.
Okay, don't eat it.
He watches over from up above.
Yeah, I don't think any of the things you have hats. Every time I
two
turn
boys
around,
on
by the
the-
way, I feel like Marilyn's like staring at me with
She
judgment
is.
from
She
behind.
is.
Anyway.
The two boys about to kiss have hats.
Where?
Over there.
Did they come off?
No.
No, they don't. That's what I'm saying.
And Pusheen has a hat.
Eric has a pink top hat.
Well,
That would probably be my favorite one.
The
I'm a big fan of the pink. I don't think... Kimball, what would your favorite hat be? I don't think pink would be it for you.
It doesn't go well with my skin tone.
How about green? You could be like the wizard.
That's a little too, complimentary. It'll just make my pink even brighter.
Oh, okay.
I do like orange, but I think neutrals would have... I mean, I don't love neutrals. But I think a rich brown, maybe with a pattern and a pop of color.
Nice.
I do love orange, though.
Trisha says, Sensational with a pink heart.
Thank you. Appreciate it. What should we do next week? Should I do another coloring page? Should I do original art? Should we do painting? It is World Watercolor Month. Missing out on that.
I think you should do some watercolors and do an original piece. Could you do like...
yeah, but like you're not my audience, Cam.
That's
asking
true.
My friends out there.
But,
what do you guys want to see?
Okay, you guys all speak. We're waiting.
No, it's okay. You can stay.
We're waiting. Come on now, guys.
I only have one book that I can... If I'm doing coloring books, like if I'm going to do another coloring book, there is one book I can do watercolors in. It's a Jane Davenport coloring book. Otherwise, watercolors... I'm not going to do them in these books because it lifts off the page way too easily and gets murky.
Trisha says do watercolor, please.
Okay.
What if you drew your own comic character, like the outline of it, and then what if you colored that, like your own little coloring page?
What if I did? What if I?
You can tell he's really into it.
I could draw a picture and upload it to the community tab so everyone can color it.
That would be fun.
Then I have to like actually draw something.
That's fine. You've got plenty of time on your hands. You could just draw a little like nice picture.
I'm so busy.
Oh my god, the heart rate's going up.
What is my heart rate? We'll let that figure it out.
Eric says, I have no idea of all this. All I do is knitting.
Ooh, knitting is fun. Wait, did I just look at... Did you friend me today on Instagram?
Probably.
Somebody just Instagrammed me, and it said, like... I saw a thing that said, like, Stitch Bitch, or Stitching Bitch, on a fan, and there was, like, a giant blanket, or maybe that was quilting. I don't know. Ooh.
You really need to stay on top of your friend requests, Kimball.
Well, because there's different names on everything.
Oh, right.
So... yeah.
Usernames aren't universal across all the
We're
apps.
at 92 beats per minute.
Okay, that's...
My resting is 60.
You don't even need to exercise. You just need to do a live stream every day.
I'm sweating like I'm exercising.
All right, are you done now?
Yes, I will probably... maybe...
Non-committal Kimball, here he comes.
Oh my god, that's like a little name. Maybe I'll do a drawing, but it's like... Who's going to be able to print it out on watercolor paper? It's kind of the only thing. Is like if they all wanted to paint along, it's kind of hard.
You guys all have watercolor paper printers, right?
Yeah, so maybe I'll just make something up. I can do like a Kimball. Maybe I'll just paint like Kimball Kahlo. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I'll draw it out so we can all color it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Don't hold your breath. We know I'm fickle.
Riveting. Eric says that his name is just his name on his Instagram, and so he's friended both of us, I think.
Oh. All right then. I think we're done here.
Okay, great.
Okay, no, it's like great.
You did so good, Kimball. High five, bro. Thumbs up.
Where are the sparks?
None.
Yeah, and we've got 7 minutes to 8, so let's just call it good. I'm gonna give you back those 7 minutes.
Oh my god.
This work talk that I hear from Rockies.
I'm gonna give you guys back a half hour.
Little group talks. Oh my god, I couldn't.
We have to go because we have to go and check out Eric's Instagram because we want to see all of his top hats.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. You know we appreciate it. You know we love you. And we will see you next week where we're going to do something with watercolors, and you may or may not have a coloring page. I don't know.
That sounds glorious.
Things will happen.
All right, now give us some kind of like egg yell on the way out, Kimball.